guys, 123 Epsilon here, and I'm signing on, and here I am back with some more Minecraft. Wow, it's been a while since I actually physically recorded Minecraft. But anyways, this is going to be a video just on basically improving how you PvP, because I see that a lot of people have issues while PvPing, and it just becomes a hassle and such. So I'm going to teach you guys at least some tricks that I use in my effective, PvPing, uh, you know, strategies, techniques on how to PvP more effectively. So as you can see, I have my trusty diamond sword and a couple of zombie eggs, and I'm going to hop right into survival. And yeah, okay, so the first rule that you want to know before even, getting into actually PvPing is that you should never go in against an enemy that you can't win against. Okay, and what I mean is that like if you're in leather armor with a stone sword, don't go after a full diamond guy with an iron sword or a diamond sword. That part is mostly just common sense, of course. And then, like, you need to learn how to measure things. So, as I see it, at least, is that I usually give the armors number ratings. And the ratings that I give the armor is leather is 1, iron is 2, and diamond, sorry, um, leather is 1, iron is 1.5, chainmail is 2, and diamond is 3. And the reason I put iron at 1.5 is because 2 iron armor sets are likely to win against 1 diamond set. So that's why I put that there. Okay, so what you need to know from those numbers, mainly, is that leather is the weakest. So yeah, you need minimum 2 leathers, unless you have an extra half of a leather person laying around. You need 2 leathers to take on 1 iron. Okay, and the same thing goes for the swords, whereas wood is 1, stone is 2, iron is 3, and diamond is 4. And the reason I don't put iron at half of diamond in that sense is that the sword actually does a pretty similar amount of damage. So, yeah. So, in that, which... tripped over myself. What you need to know is that, yeah, basically, leather, you need 2 leathers to take down iron, you need 2 irons to take down a diamond, and minimum to take down a chainmail, you would want 1 leather and 1 iron, preferably. Um, and yeah, or you can have 2 irons or such. 2 leathers won't work because that'll equal 2, and chainmail is it 2? Yeah, it is actually 2. Um, so yeah, maybe give chainmail like a 2.3 or something, because 2 leathers still can win. It's just gonna be a lot more easier if you have at least 1 iron. And I'm talking about full armor sets here, by the way. So yeah, so 2 irons can take a diamond, and then 1.5 chainmails can take a diamond guy, though I recommend that you go in full chainmail and with a buddy. And yeah. So, next we get on to the weapons. Diamond Sword, of course, has +7. Let me actually quickly jump back into creative mode and show you all the damage values. Okay, so gold has 4. Oh, I forgot about that one, but I don't think most people use gold swords anyways, but you know. Then you have iron, which is 6, so as you can see, 6 and 7, there's not that big of a difference. You have wooden at 4, so a gold sword is the same as a wooden sword. Then you have a stone sword at 5. So that's your basic counting there. So yeah, and that's the sword values. I think based on the armor values, you can already tell what my advice would be for these swords. So moving on. When we get into the actual PvPing, I'm going to use this tree here as my sparring partner. And I'm pretty sure it's cool about that. I mean, it's not telling me to stop, so how bad can it be? Um, okay, so when you're fighting, one common mistake that people do is that they'll see water and they'll think, wow, I can get away. So they'll jump into it. But as you can see, you start moving slower in water. Okay, and the thing is that especially if you don't get much distance with that initial jump, people on the shore can just jump towards you and kill you immediately. So what you need to do instead is avoid the water and try to get the other person to fall into it so it'll slow them down. Even if they just go like this and then they try to get out, you can see that costs them like a good second or so, which is vital if you're running away. Okay, so first rule of PvP when running away, you know, avoid water. So what you can do is something like I just did there where, oh, not there, this, where you can jump over the water, and if they mess up their jump, they may fall in, and that can help you sprint away, be happy, go back to building your giant fort or whatever you were doing. Um, okay, and the second rule of evasion is, um, don't try to run away if you don't have a full hunger bar, or at least, enough hunger to get away. Okay, and what I mean by that is that it also requires a degree of common sense, just like the armor ratings. So what you need to do is that you need to look at your hunger first, okay? If you're at 3 hunger, frankly, you're not getting away, okay? Um, unless if that server has some plugin where you can break each other's bones, and yeah, you can do that. But always pay attention to your hunger. And the next thing you want to do after paying attention to your hunger is to sprint and jump. But what you want to always have on hand, even if you're in any server that allows any type of PvP, you always want food on your hotbar. So that even if you don't have as much hunger and you start running low because you're sprint jumping, which is proven to be faster on many occasions, and on a speed test. But yeah, if you sprint and jump, you're going to move much faster. But that's also going to put down your hunger a lot more. Um, and you don't want to sprint jump like that. See, because you can be lucky and make it over like I just did, or you can do that, where you hit the edge, and it'll slow you down for a second, which they can then use to make up the distance between you. So, once you're approaching the actual ledge, what you want to do is that you want to stop sprinting for a second. Sorry, that wasn't a good example. When you're approaching the ledge, start jumping, then stop, and then go over. Um, so yeah, just so that you don't catch on the edge, and yeah, you don't get caught. Okay, the second thing is that jumping while attacking an enemy will actually get you more crit hits. So if I just put myself in survival here, spawn a zombie, and why am I in peaceful? Let's turn that back to normal. And okay, so as you can see, if I jump, I'm actually giving a bit more, like you can see that I took down that zombie pretty easily. And yeah, and then as you can see, doing this, that took a bit of time. And as you can see, when I was jumping, my hunger did go down a bit. Um, but getting hit usually, adds to that. So if I just do that again, and we run around, jump on him for a bit, and he dropped me a potato. Okay, so again, if I stand still and do that, as you can see, it takes a bit longer. And the thing is that you might not have the health for a bit longer to survive. Um, So yes, the other thing, in PvP, or in any PvP server, especially if it's specifically geared for PvP, you want to have a home base area, and you want to be able to build a mechanism where you can walk in, but no one else can. And the way most people do that is using piston doors, or a lock and key, or a passcode of some sort. But it can be simple. It can be something like locking an iron door. It can be something like a password system, which you can make with hoppers, anvils, and such. So yeah, and that is that. So now we need to actually set the time today first of all. Um, and then we need to just take a look around, okay? Now, what you always want to do is that when you're especially building your home base, you want to have a general idea of how the terrain goes. Now, why is that? Now, see, you've already probably come up with some reasons. Oh, I need to know where stuff is, so I can lose my, predator, like that stupid pedophilic donkey. Yeah, I see you looking. Anyways, um, what you want to do most of all is that you want to spot out landmarks. So say like that gigantic tree. This gigantic tree right now would be the perfect place for a base. But also, if I'm running over here, okay, say that I'm running over here, okay, and I got under this tree, and now I have to sprint, and I'm hoping that my sprint won't fail me, and there's someone chasing me, and I somehow miraculously make the jump, ooh, woo, yeah, and then I can get up here, and I'm immediately at higher ground. And what that means is that once they get here, I can just go over here and start mauling their face. Because, like in real life, people actually, in Minecraft as well, have advantages when they have height, because the other person has to look up, which actually goes a bit slower than looking down, as you guys can see. It's just a tiny bit slower, and it's harder for them because usually, you're used to looking down, because not many enemies are above your head, especially when you're in areas like caves and such, with closed ceilings. Um, yes. So that is it for the theoretical aspect. Let me just very quickly get rid of that. Um, you can probably figure out how to make a redstone mechanism yourself. If you guys would like me to do that for you guys, you can. Just ask me. Now it looks unnatural. Yeah. But anyways, let's go on to, say, a server or something, and test out our new PvP tactics. Okay. Oh, and one important thing about PvP is that always stay focused and know your team. Okay, don't be the little kid who's screaming in God, which team am I on? Which team am I on? Okay, just know these things, okay? Now, if you look up here, I've got my teammates, running a great, support role and such, and then we have all these blue people. See, these blue people are pretty inconsiderate. So what we gotta do is that we gotta spike them. If I can find a blue person to flip and take care of. Um, oh darn. Uh, well, I can't find any blue people to kill, specifically. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so as you can see, we've got him stuck in a corner, which is another tactic that I forgot to mention. And now we were both jumping, and we got a good kill right there. So then, as you can see, I'm using my tactics. I'm going up to higher ground. I'm searching around. I'm looking around the area. I'm scoping out targets. And essentially I take the indirect route, which is another thing I forgot to mention. Take indirect routes because most probably they're the safer ones. Um, so yes, and as you can see, see I died there. That was more because they had an extremely enchanted bow than the fact that I wasn't using PvP tactics. Though, there always is that chance that, maybe you just didn't get the first hit. Okay? And, yeah. So I did break one of my rules there, but I wasn't running from anyone, so it doesn't really apply, I suppose. And this is actually the better route because it's out of that main brunt of the battle, which you can probably see due to the render distance issues. So as you can see, we're creeping up like a creeper. And I'm just going to take care of this chump. And he isn't going to see anything ever again because he's going to be dead. And yeah. So as you can see, I'm hitting him from... What is happening? Okay. So as you can see, we're hitting him fast. Oh god, I missed quite a bit there. That was quite depressing. I think it's the fact that I have to actually talk while I'm doing this. That's making it quite hard. But yes. And then as you can see, I'm jumping, he's playing defensive, and I just got an amazing kill there. So yeah, you can see, in actual combat, that it is an effective method. That this stuff, it works, basically, is that it works. And you just saw me, I pulled off a couple of kills using these methods. And, just attaining higher ground, using indirect routes, jumping while I'm fighting, which I can't do very well here. And I probably should be trying to avoid cobwebs as well. Oh yeah. Okay. So, yeah. As you can see, yeah, we're actually, winning right now. But, yeah, I'll probably keep the link to this server in the description if you want to, practice for yourself. This is a very good server to practice PvP. And as you can see, this guy made the mistake of going in the water. So you can see how easily I'm not hitting him. What's happening? I think I'm lagging a lot. And I lost connection. But anyways, guys, you guys saw what was going on. So anyways, this is 123 Epsilon, and this has been PvP tactics to use. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, and also, I have added a few social networking pages such as Facebook and Google+, if you'd like to add those.